you? Welcome. How's it going? I hope it's going good. My name is Shana. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today, I will be giving you guys a step-by-step guide on how to glow up. I know you're welcome. Way overdue. Your girl finally found the confidence within herself to be like, you know what? I do have the tips and tricks. I do have the secrets to glowing up and getting your life together. Okay, but getting your life together will be a different video. This one is just about glowing up. Okay, you kind of go hand in hand, but you know I gotta spread out the content, especially because I don't like my videos being longer than 10 minutes because it takes too long to upload. But anyway, no more rambling on. Let's get right into the video. Okay, step number 1 with glowing up. Okay, you gotta start within. And I know people be like, oh my gosh, Siobhan, it doesn't matter, because if you don't fix what's going on inside, what's going on inside is what manifests on your outside reality, right? That's including your physical appearance. So also, you know, people will literally go get plastic surgery, completely change how they look, but because they didn't change their mindset, they still, it's like plastic surgery syndrome, or like, you know how you have like body dysmorphia? It's basically the same thing. You still will see yourself in a way that is not your desired state, basically. Like you will still continue to not like what you see in the mirror, even though you had plastic surgery to change what you're looking at. Okay, so the first step is to fix what's going on within you, you know? Like improve your confidence, say your affirmations to yourself. I will literally make a video on how to heal the inside of you, and how to level up like internally. I'm gonna give you a couple examples of how to do so. Like I already said, affirmations, you can use subliminals, just talk very kindly to yourself, shadow work as well, so you can find the root of why you feel these ways about yourself, like find the root cause of the trauma, whatever the case is that makes you not think highly of yourself in the first place, and things like that. Second step is to gain confidence. This is also working on the inside of you, but it's very important, right? Because I said if you don't have confidence, it doesn't matter how much you change, whether you change the inside or the outside. It doesn't matter what changes about you or what happens to you or what opportunities you get or how much money you make or anything like that, or money you receive. Like it doesn't matter because you yourself are not confident. Mind you, a lot of these things help build your confidence. However, you still need to be confident within yourself, because if the material things is what causing you to be confident, the moment you lose it, you're going to lose all your confidence as well, because that confidence wasn't real confidence. It was artificial confidence based off of the material things you had, right? Step number 3, I mentioned a little bit again when I was talking about, you know, fixing the insides of you. Do some shadow work. Shadow work will help you heal from all the trauma. And I'm so sorry, but it's a flex to be healed. Being healed is a flex, okay? We're gonna start the hashtag. Being healed is a flex, because it is. Being traumatized and traumatizing other people is not a flex. That's so cringe, huge red flags. People will literally, there is this girl I used to be friends with, and she had literally said that she would rather be the person, like if her ex thinks about her, she would rather him think of her and remember her being as like the worst person that he ever dealt with than be the girl that he missed out on. Because I say, if somebody does me dirty, I'm gonna just leave. Point blank period. I won't even explain it to you. I'm just going to leave. Like you're gonna try to text me and it's gonna turn green. You're gonna try to call me and it's gonna go straight to voicemail. Like you're not gonna have access to me. We can literally see each other and we'll walk right past each other and I'm not gonna say anything. If you say hi, I might even go like that maybe, but I'm gonna keep walking because I don't like you. We're not friends. Like it's just like point blank period, you know? So, and it's like, but I didn't do anything to you. You did things to me. And I will never put myself in a position where somebody can really be like, yeah, she did me dirty, yada, yada, yada. Like, so you can put the blame on me, you know? Me personally, I would rather be able to leave with grace and elegance and class and let that person sit and wallow in, basically I'm making them sit in the corner and think about what they've done. That's what I look at it when I walk out of somebody's life because they did me dirty, instead of trying to retaliate. Because if I retaliate, then I'm no better than them. And then I can't be like, oh, you know, like, then I'm the bad guy too. Or they can pay me to be the bad guy, they can pay me to be the villain. Instead, you can't pay me to be the villain, because the only thing I did wrong was leave. But then when you ask people, oh, what did you do? Like, why did she leave? Then they're like, oh, well, I would have left too, kind of thing. So yeah, point. But sis was also very traumatized. She went through a lot of stuff, which was why she kept going back to that guy in the first place. Daddy issues, respectfully. And she never healed from that. So she continues to replay that scenario into her present day life, right? So unless you want to continue living through the same cycle and repeating patterns that you should have killed a long time ago, heal, okay? Shadow work is a very important thing to do. I did have a shadow work workbook, but I don't think it's available right now. If you would like, when I put out things, it's usually like limited time, like limited edition. So if you would like me to do another shadow book workbook, which will be like it'll be like a new edition version of it, like a upgraded version of it, leave a comment in the comment section and I will get to it. Or DM me on Instagram, something like that. Mind you, follow me on Instagram, that's charvaun Shana. But on TikTok, again, charvaun Shana, and Pinterest and all that good stuff. Oh, if you go on my Pinterest, you can probably still find shadow work prompts. You also find like affirmations and also like a guide to how you can like plan your life to upgrade, basically. But they're like, you have to scroll down to like the bottom of my Pinterest because it was like one of the first things I posted. But yeah, healing from trauma, very important. Please, for the love of God, let's heal. Okay, let's make 2023. Let's end off 2023 healed and start off 2024 already healed. Like, please. And it also doesn't take that long. Like, just sit down and reflect. Like, let's be so real. Okay, the next step, I think this is step number 4, is figure out. So now we're gonna get more to like, we can do like wellness, right? Okay, we want to go from the inside out. So the next step is to have like eat healthier, right? Or develop a healthy, balanced diet. And when I say healthy, balanced diet, I don't mean you only have to eat fruits and vegetables and you can't have carbs and you can't eat a burger and you can't have McDonald's ever. First of all, McDonald's is still gross. So like, why would you do that to yourself? Respectfully. Like, it's very rare occasions I'll eat McDonald's. And whenever one of like the old friends I used to have, if they hear that I eat McDonald's, they're like, you? Because I don't eat McDonald's. Like, that's really weird. I was talking to this guy. First of all, that guy traumatized me because he would feed me McDonald's. Like, he fed me McDonald's once, and then I was addicted to McDonald's for like a month. Like, I would actually ask for McDonald's. Like, that is a problem. Like, McDonald's is addictive and it's terrible for you, and I don't want to say it doesn't taste good because it does be hitting, but to be honest, the best fries I ever had wasn't at McDonald's. The best burger I ever had was not at McDonald's. The best chicken sandwich I ever had was not at McDonald's. It's not good. It's not good, and it's not good for you. Don't do it to yourself. Widen your palate and widen the options that you have for food. Like, now if I crave a burger, I'm not even going to McDonald's. I'm gonna go to Buffalo Wild Wings or Five Guys. And like, yeah, so when he used to buy me food, he would get me McDonald's. When I would get myself food, I would get myself Five Guys at the minimum. So guess what I did? I no longer talk to him because you're not about to downgrade my lifestyle. He also made me gain weight. So yeah, that's another thing. Step number 5 to glowing up. Get rid. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little hyped, a little ratchet. Get rid of each and every single one of the people, things, places in your life, the people, places, and things, all the nouns in your life that are bringing down your self-esteem, your standard of living, your lifestyle. Just get rid of all the toxic people and the people who lower your standard of living. And I'm not saying like, oh, you're like you. I want to think of it really. Like, I don't mean it in like a shallow way, right? Because I was talking to my friend and I was like, my friend said that I was high maintenance and bougie, and she was like, you are both, but you're not shallow. And I was like, you know what, you're right. And then she was like, how like shallow is when you don't talk to somebody because they don't want to get their nails done every week. She said how you'll be like, oh, I like to get my nails done every week, which I do. I usually do my nails every week when I go get them done. And I make sure my nails are always groomed, point period. So she'll be like how, if anything, it'll be like, oh, I like to get my nails done every week. I don't really care if you do, type shit. Which is very sorry, I don't like to curse. Like, basically. So, which is very true. I am like that. Like, I might like certain things, but just because I like certain things doesn't mean you have to like it as well. However, there is a certain standard that you do have to uptake, like a standard that you have to live up to if you do want to be around me. Meaning, like, I have certain standards for my man. Like, I expect to be a multi-billionaire in my future, right? My man would have to keep up with that. I would prefer if my man made more money than me, just because most of the things, like most of the cost of living is going to be coming out of his bank account. Like my man's going to be a provider and a protector, right? So he's going to be taking care of most of the finances. So it just makes more sense if he was to be making more money than me. So then I don't ever have to worry about finances, and I don't have to worry about my man going broke or not having money when I ask for something, because if I can afford it and he's making more money than me, then clearly he can afford it 10 times over, or whatever the case is, right? So that is my standard, right? I want to marry somebody who's projected to be a multi-billionaire within maybe like a decade or so, right? However, I do not expect my friends to be multi-billionaires and or marry a multi-billionaire. If they would like to, great, perfect, we're on the same page. If they don't really care about that certain things like Cartier and Van Cleef and owning houses in every country, and if they don't care about that, then clearly that's not going to be what they're projected, like, that's not going to be their goal. That's not going to be the main focus, right? However, with that being said, I will not settle for having friends who don't make a living, who are living in the projects, and not to insult anyone who is, but like once you're grown, like I understand coming from humble beginnings, but you yourself should have put in the work to get out of those type of situations as you grow out, type of thing. That's what I mean. And it's also still not even me judging people who's from the projects. So like I'm gonna look down on somebody who still lives in the projects as a grown person. Nothing like that. It's just like me personally knowing like what I like to do with my friends, where I like to go, the type of trips I want to go on, things like that, the type of gifts we're getting each other for our birthdays and Christmas and things like that. You living in the projects, it just wouldn't make sense. Also, I would never be able to come visit you because I don't go to the projects even now, So just because out of safety reasons. And also, like, if my kids are close friends with your kids, and then my kids want to go over your house so they can play with your children, I don't want to have to explain to my children, like, oh no, they can't go to your house because it's unsafe and things like that. And then it's just going to cause this weird friction and things like that. So that's why I'm like, have standards with the people that is around you, more than, not even just for your romantic interests, but for everyone around you. Friends, co-workers, colleagues, business partners, romantic interests, things like that. Like, just because the people who you surround yourself with is a reflection of you. And then also you become the byproduct of your environment, right? So if you're around 4 broke people, you'll be the 5th. If you're around 4 rich people, you'll be the 5th. So just keep that in mind when you're deciding who your friends are going to be, especially your lifelong friends. If you're like, when you're in your 20s, especially your mid-20s, this is around the time when you start settling down, when you start really looking into your future. I literally had to stop talking to people because I was planning on them being the godparents of my children, and I didn't like their choice of boyfriend. And ain't no beef, like, we're so cordial. However, I can't call you my best friend and then plan on you being the godmother of my children, and then your husband being the godfather of my children, if I don't agree with your husband, if I would not want your husband around my children, like, ever. So just keep that in mind when it's like you're thinking about who is going to be in your life. Okay. Step number 6 is, again, healthy. Go back to being healthy, right? So you want to have a well-balanced diet, meaning you're eating your fruits, your vegetables, drinking your water, drinking tea, taking vitamins and supplements and things like that, going on to the doctor on a regular basis, going to all your checkups, so your optical, your optician, your physical, your annual physical. Doesn't matter how old you are, if you're still playing sports, you still have to go for an annual checkup to make sure your body is functioning correctly. Your body is your vehicle, okay? Your body is the vehicle. Your soul decided to come down here and do their work and fulfill their purpose. So if your vehicle is not performing well, you will not be able to fulfill your purpose on earth. So make sure that you are still healthy. I'm going to the doctor literally in 2 days. Do not hurt me. Like, what was that? So yeah. And then also make sure you are working out on a regular basis, stretching. Whether it's yoga, whether it's Pilates, when you join a class, you have a personal trainer, you work out at your house, you go to the gym, you work out on the track near your house, you go to the park to run. Whatever the case is, doesn't matter. You have weights in your house, so you lift weights while you're watching TV. It doesn't matter. Just make sure that you are moving your body. Make sure that you are working out on a consistent basis. This is for your mental health, your physical health. This is for your well-being all around, okay? And also when you're working on a regular basis, and it's not even to lose weight or anything like that. It is literally just for your mental and physical health, for your health, okay? And then plus the byproduct of you working out and eating healthy is that you tend to have a really nice body. And then you tend to attract better partners, better suitors. Life changes when you take care of yourself, okay? Next step is get in tune with spirituality, improve your spiritual health, right? And I'm not saying that it has to be New Age spirituality, or you have to be Christian, or you have to be Muslim, or you have to be Buddhist, or you have to be Hindu. You can pick whatever resonates with you the most. Just practice those practices on a regular basis. Talk to God on a regular basis. Journal on a regular basis. I guess that can be a little different, but that's another step, is journal. So we're gonna get back to that, but quick mention. Journal on a regular basis. Talk to God, pray, go outside and give thanks and gratitude for things, give back. And I can't give too many examples of how to get in touch with strengthen your spiritual health, because every religion or practice or whatever, every religion has different practices, and that's really what sets every religion apart in the first place, is the practices that you follow. So no religion is better than the other, no religion is right while the other one's wrong, because literally they all say the same thing, just a little discrepancies here and there. And then we also just have different practices to keep up our spiritual health, right? So just make sure that if you have to research research different religions and practices, so you can figure out which one resonates with you the best. Then you can also just go with what you was taught being raised. I personally suggest doing your own research as you get older, so you can really see what resonates with you, and then you also just get a bigger picture of what God and the universe and all that stuff actually is. But yeah, so spiritual health, very important, very, very, very important. Okay, another next step is to get a journal. Get a journal and write everything down. Every single morning, get a new page, write down appreciation on the top of the page. Write at least 3 things that you appreciate, that you're appreciative of and are grateful for. And then after that, write at least 3 affirmations. I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am enough. Those 3 will honestly change your life. Write that every single day and tell yourself that in the mirror every single day. If you do the 3-6-9 method, then you will write down 3 different affirmations 6 times each, and you'll meditate on each one for 9 seconds a day, right? You can write more. I wouldn't suggest writing less, because I already gave you a minimum of 3. So, but do that every day, and it honestly will change your life. That's one of the ways that you honestly build your confidence and just become an overall more happy and grateful person, because you're literally looking every single day at what you are grateful for and highlighting the positive. Okay. Ooh, let me fix that. Man. Okay. Sorry if it shifted a little bit. My camera died. No, not my camera died. I ran out of space on my SD card, so I have to delete some stuff. So yeah, what was I saying? You're also already highlighting a lot of personality traits that you already possess, so you can see your strengths and then your weaknesses of what you still need to improve on, right? Okay, next tip, we're going to get more into the physical aspects of things now, is to develop a morning routine and a nighttime routine. This will help you have some organization in your life and some structure in your life. Especially if you're not in school, you don't work clock-in jobs, so say you an entrepreneur, you work from home, something like that, you having a routine will help implement certain things within your life that will help keep you grounded and help keep stability in your life. And then once you do things little by little, a little becomes a lot. So once you do things every single day, even if it's in small increments, it will build up to be a lot of stuff. Say with the journaling, right? You wake up every morning and you journal. When you first buy the book, you have written nothing in the book. But if you write in that book every single day, by the end of the month, you have used 30 pages. Then by the end of 3 months, you have basically finished the book, because most books have 100 or something pages in it, right? So you finished most of the book. You might have 2 weeks left of the next month where you can still use that journal type of thing. So little by little, a little becomes a lot. If you work out every day, The first day you might not see a difference, but at the end of the month you're gonna start to see your body more toned, or you would have started to slim down or something like that. And then within 3 months, you're gonna see a huge difference. That you'll look at old pictures and then look at yourself today, and side by side, people can really see it. You won't even need side by side pictures. People will be able to tell whether you're glowing, whether you slimmed down, whether you toned up, whatever the case is, or you bulked up because you're trying to gain weight, whatever the case is. People like it will, not even people, you will be able to see the difference, right? Okay, cool. So routines, morning routines, nighttime routines. Figure out what works for you and your lifestyle and where you're trying to be in a few months or a year or 10 years, and then implement those steps, those things into your morning and night routine that you need in order to get there. Next step, going with routines, is develop self-care routines. Skincare routine, vitamin routines, yes, like taking your vitamins, hair care routines, nail care routines, body care routines, all of that stuff. And then if there's anything else you care about, like your lashes, your eyebrows, like things like that, like maintenance, so you can keep up with your appearance. Because when you look good, you feel good, you do good. Okay, and we're also talking about glowing up. A lot of glowing, and when people think glow up, they think physical appearance. So how else do you think people go from being the ugly duckling to the beautiful swan if it's not something that they're doing every single day? Like, yes, you can get plastic surgery, but even people who get BBLs still have to go work out at the gym every single day, or they're going to revert back to what they used to look like. Maybe the booty will still be there, but the booty will probably look saggy, it wouldn't have formed right. They literally say that you have to work out, especially once you start to get surgery. So if you get plastic surgery on your face and everything like that, and you don't do a skincare routine, your skin's not gonna look good. You can go get a facial once a month, but if you don't go home and keep up with the skincare routine that the esthetician gave you in the first place, your skin is not gonna get any better. Honestly, most estheticians will not treat your skin if you don't already have a routine going on at home in the first place. Or if they do, it's going to be like a really basic cleansing toner, like a really basic facial where they can't do too much because your skin's not used to being treated in the first place. So develop a skincare routine. I have some on my channel, on my Instagram, and on my TikTok, and I believe also on my Pinterest as well, maybe my Twitter, I'm not sure. A hair care routine, I have those on this channel, on my platforms if you need to go look it up, like if you need to go see it. That's why I say follow me there, so when it pops up, you're seeing what I'm posting. A hair care routine, skincare routine, body care routine. That's also, I have those up too. And yeah, just develop routines, okay? If you do not have a skincare routine at all, what I'm gonna say is make sure you have a cleanser, and I'm an esthetician, a licensed esthetician. Sorry, my friend's calling me back, but we are almost done, and I'll call back after. Yes, so skincare routine, I would say have a cleanser. If you wanna be fancy, a toner, I like toner. So toner, start off with cleanser, toner, moisturizer, SPF. You need, I would say, get those 4. And then later on, if you can add in a serum. If you want to start off with a serum, get a serum. And then like a mask to use every once in a while, like at least once a week. Use a mask. Hair care routine, make sure you have a good leave-in conditioner, oils that's good for your hair, a good shampoo, conditioner. And then that's really good for starting with. Make sure you trim your hair on a regular basis. I trim my hair. I have a relaxer in my hair, and I trim my hair every time I get a new relaxer. I try to get a relaxer every 12 weeks, so that's 3 months. My mom does my hair. My mom does my relaxers, and then I kind of just do everything else myself. My mom trims my hair too. My mom relaxes my hair and then trims it, and then I style my hair from then on. And then body care. Make sure you have a really good soap. Use an antibacterial soap. Actually, I'm not even gonna say all this because it's gonna make the video be way too long. I will do a video specifically for each one, for hair care, skincare, body care, all that stuff. Like I said, I already have those up on my platforms, but I have like a sit down talk through video for you guys for these things. Because if I go through each one, this video will be way too long, and it's already way too long, okay? The last thing I would say for your glow up, at least in this video, if you want a part 2, leave a comment below and give this video a thumbs up so I know you like these videos, and I'll do another one. But the last step for having a complete glow up, I forgot what it was gonna be. I literally forgot what it was gonna be. Because what was I saying? I said care, self-care, clothing. Yes, okay. Create a capsule wardrobe, right? Have your basics. Figure out what your style is. Like, and I don't mean like what's trending and what your favorite social media influencer wears. I mean, usually your favorite social media influencer, you like them for a reason, so they probably have the same taste in you. But no, forget all that. Forget what's trending. Forget that. Think about what your style is, what you want to look like, what fashion sense that you have, what's your aesthetic. You might want to take a quiz or something online, like my friend literally who just called me. She took a quiz online a few weeks ago and she got cottagecore and soft girl. I was so excited because same. But that's one of the reasons why I liked her. We became friends was because we had the same sense of style. I liked the way she dressed, you know? And so, and she just like really classy. She's well put together. But yeah, make sure that, and it's not shallow like that, please. It's just the personalities of girls who have that aesthetic. They tend to be really well groomed, well mannered, sophisticated, elegant, classy type of women, and that's just the type of people I gravitate towards because that's how I am, right? So yes, so your wardrobe. Make sure that you have pieces that you, even if you're going to run errands and you just want to put on comfortable bummy clothing, the clothing is still nice. My mom gets so upset when she sees me wearing this shirt in the house because she's like, oh, you just got that shirt. Why are you wearing such a nice button-down shirt in the house? I said, because that was the point of buying it. I bought this shirt to wear in my house. So even when I'm in my house or just wear quick errands, I still look presentable. I still look nice and I'm still comfortable. Okay, I have other shirts that I wear when I am going somewhere where I need to dress up. This is not what I wear there. However, even when I feel I want to be comfortable and bummy, I still look well put together and groomed. So make sure, just tailor your closet and your wardrobe to what you want to look like and what message you want to portray to the world and what makes you feel good and what makes you feel happy. So even when you're in your house and you didn't shower yet and you're just chilling, this like pajamas, your house clothes, your running errand clothes, your clothes to go out to dinner, your clothes for parties, your clothes for the club, your clothes for business meetings, your clothes for interviews and things like that. Just make sure that they're all presentable and they all make you feel beautiful and they all make you feel good so you feel comfortable within your skin. And that is honestly the main thing. And then education. Be educated. I say this all the time. That's one of the most important things. It's the last step. Be educated. Whether it's you're teaching yourself, whether it's always you're reading a new book every month or so, whether it's you go to college or you go to a trade school or you get a mentor or you take online classes or you do an online course, or I already said mentor, yeah, whatever the case is, just make sure that you are always educating yourself and you're always progressing. I don't want to say always because then that makes you feel like, oh, you know, you have to always be working hard. That's not the case, but just make sure when every time you look back the year before, the year prior that just occurred, that you can be proud of who you are and what you did. And there's a lot of people who go to college and they look back and they're not proud of what they did. So, and that's because they're not on the path for what they want to do. So just make sure that you always stay on the path that's your destined reality for your dream life. Don't look at what the next person's doing or what your parents think you should do or anything like that. Focus on what you want because you're the one living this life, right? So look at what your dream life looks like and then align everything in your life to that goal. Work at it every single day, whether it's even you resting one day or you resting is also you working towards that goal, because part of your life purpose and part of your life goal is to be able to live a comfortable life, right? To be able to enjoy life, right? So part of that is being able to rest, because will you really enjoy life if you have to go and work all day every day? Probably not. So get into the habit now of taking those rest days, or you'll get into a habit of having to work all day every day and work out. Hustle culture is not a flex. It is not a flex. So there you go. And honestly, hustle culture comes from trauma. It's feeling as though you don't have enough, or you won't be good enough, or you won't ever amount to what you want to be. Basically, that's why hustle culture was invented in the first place, or because you don't feel safe, or whatever the case is. So yes, those are the steps, the step-by-step guide to glowing up and unlocking your full potential. Baby girl, baby boy, if you take those steps and you apply it to your life every single day, some days we have our off days, yes, but if you apply it to your life in general, then you will become somebody unrecognizable within a month. You won't even remember who you used to be. It takes 30 days to create a habit, and it takes 90 days to create a lifestyle. Within those 90 days, your whole life will be completely different. You literally won't even remember what your life used to be like. And I do this on a regular basis. Like I have monthly checkups, if not weekly checkups with myself to see if what I'm doing and what my life looks like is what I want my life to look like. And if it's not, then I change things. If it is, then I keep it in my life. Sometimes you keep some things and you throw away the rest, or vice versa. And that is fine. There will always be contrast in your life until you reach nirvana. So, and enlightenment. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope it was helpful. If it was, leave in the comment section below what was your favorite tip, trick, and secret that I have shared with you today. Give this video a thumbs up so I know you like this video and YouTube will know you like this video. Like I said, subscribe and press the bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload, because I do have a bunch of other content that I have planned to come out, many of them being routines that I mentioned in this video. So if you don't want to miss those, make sure you are subscribed with the bell notification on. Share with your friends, share with anybody who knows been saying, oh, they need to glow up, or they want to change their life, or anyone who you feel like needs to glow up or change their life a little bit, or just need the motivation or affirmations that they are doing, to be affirmed that they are doing the right things. Sometimes I watch these videos still so I can see what other tips and tricks I can pick up, or to see if I'm still on the right track and things like that. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love each and every single one of you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.